Let's bring in Ahmad Shahidov. He's a political analyst and a former professor of international relations at the Baku Slavic University. He joins us from Baku. Many thanks for joining us on Al Jazeera. It appears this deal has come as a surprise to the Armenian people, at least. What's your reaction to this deal?
Yes, thank you for having me in your program. I greet you from Gah region of Azerbaijan. So the long-running Nagorno-Karabakh conflict has reached its logical end today, and the war is over almost, and the requirements of international law have been met, I can say. And over the past 50 days, Azerbaijan has exercised its sovereign right to conduct very successful military operations, primarily to protect its civilian people and liberate its occupied territories. And yesterday, the strategically important city of Shusha was liberated, and the logical end of the Nagorno-Karabakh war came. And a peace agreement was signed with the mediation of Russia, and the ceasefire came into force between the parties, Armenia and Azerbaijan. And today's agreement is primarily aimed at establishing long-term peace in the region. And Russia was expected to play a very significant role in this conflict. I think that Turkey will also take part in future talks between Armenia and Azerbaijan. And this agreement was the realization of the conditions set by Azerbaijani side for many years. But unfortunately, Armenia ignored international law and refused to start peace talks. But finally, today, the government of Armenia, Nicole Pashinyan, was forced to accept the realities. And after that, protest today against the government of Nicole Pashinyan began in Armenia, and the Armenian people are, preparing to overthrow Pashinyan from the power. And I think that the end of a government, Nicole Pashinyan government, that has ignored international law for many years and deceived its nation, Armenian public, has come. And Azerbaijan has been a supporter of peace for the last 30 years and has worked for peace in the region. And but unfortunately, the Armenian government continued the occupation by making false promises to its people. And today we have
Ahmed,
a logical end of
Ahmed, sorry to interrupt you. Can I ask you, what do you think is in store for the ethnic Armenians living in Nagorno-Karabakh?
You know, Azerbaijan is a very multicultural country, and we have more than 40 nations living in Azerbaijan, and there are 40,000 Armenians today living in separate cities in Baku and other major cities of Azerbaijan. You know, we haven't any problem with Armenian nation, and we are for together living in Nagorno-Karabakh. And after liberation of all occupied territories of Azerbaijan, we will invite those Armenians who were the citizens of Republic of Azerbaijan and who used to live in Nagorno-Karabakh before this conflict. And we are for together living, and all citizens of Azerbaijan, in particular the Armenians, will also have equal rights in Azerbaijan territory. And we are for the together living of Azerbaijanis and Armenians in Nagorno-Karabakh.
Okay, Ahmad Shahidov, political analyst and former professor of international relations from Baku Slavic University. Many thanks for your thoughts.
Thank you for having me in your program.
The rest